This episode is brought to you by Prove It. So, if you guys want to start feeling healthier and genuinely more energy in your everyday body and health, try this supplement known as Keto OS by Prove It. They're doing their best out here to use a special supplement that activates ketosis in your body, which is the main thing that allows you to burn off fats when doing things like working out and doing activities. So, taking this along with your daily workouts and things of that nature makes it just a little bit easier, because starting up ketosis as far as in your body goes takes at least months of exercise, if not weeks, depending. It's a nice little range in there, but when you get there, you get there. But it doesn't last all that long sometimes. And the idea with this supplement is to just activate that more often so that you can start burning fats faster, getting more of the results that you want sooner. And there's nothing wrong with that. Top of that, ketos being in your body are pretty much like little motivators in general. And that's not the Keto OS talking. That is just your biology speaking on that one. So, if you want to feel a little bit more motivated, you want to feel a little bit more powerful, you want to feel, like you've really been putting in the work and starting to see results, try Keto OS. You can hit up these people at their lovely number at 828-775-8610. That's 828-775-8610. Alright guys, that's all I have to say for you guys. Enjoy the show.
Alright, welcome everybody to the Paper Play Action Podcast. We are without our daily host today, weekly host today, Amani Brown. He's dead at the moment, so he'll be back next week.
Unfortunate next week, but he's dead for now.
Yeah, for now.
Cupcakes.
Yeah.
No, he's the worst. Cupcakes, damn. Unfortunate.
Cupcakes suck.
Fuck them cupcakes for ruining up that.
Anyways,
unfortunate.
How are you all doing? This is Paul. I'm not playing games this time. I'm just gonna be here, sitting here doing nothing.
We believe you. 100%, Paul.
I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just eating cupcakes.
Yeah, that you don't even fucking like.
I just need the calories.
That's fair.
Hey, whatever works, But anyway, we'll start off our weeks here. Paul, why don't you go first and see what you've been up to, man?
I have a cupcake in my mouth.
Tell your week with the cupcake.
All right. Hold on.
Why'd you start with the guy with the food in his mouth?
I gotta lick my fingers and shit, Pele. I was hoping I wouldn't start, but all right. Oh God. Fuck.
All right, Deavaughn, you go.
No, I'm done now. We're here. All right.
Okay.
So my week went as follows. All right. I got Bravely Default 2. It's very good so far. I played some Final Fantasy 14. I watched some movies. I still got to catch up to Lord of the Rings show. I'm one episode behind now. And I've been reading Malazan. And Malazan, of course, it picked up and got better out of nowhere. As I was telling you, I think yesterday, I don't mind a spoiler here. Nobody will remember this shit. Nobody fucking listens to this segment anyways. But this god from book 2 that got ripped out of his warren is just casually sitting in this other god's like old temple, and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm just like hiding out for a little bit. I'm gonna go to war eventually, and I'm going to die, and there's going to be a cataclysm."
Why would they not remember that, Paul? What the fuck? He's crazy.
I didn't give names though, but no, it's
that is true.
It was a character from book 2. It's
not book 2.
It's dope that it like you almost forget about it, and then you read it, and you're like, oh my god, whoa, that's awesome. And so
I
it's
just
just
remembered.
Malazan. And I'll be completely honest, I have massive fatigue reading it. Keep in mind, I'm on book 7, but I also, when I think about reading anything else, I still get like, no, I'm good, and I'll go back and read it. I gotta set aside the time to read it because I mean, book fatigue is real. It happens, but fuck, man, just
Yeah, especially if you like, read a multi book series, and same goes
yeah.
for movies and such like that and TV shows.
I mean, I've done pretty good. I'm like, I think around 6,000 pages in or whatever of like 10,400. That's pretty good. It's just man, I found myself in a bit of a struggle there. It took like a 2-week break because I was doing a lot of photography. I was just reading a little bit here and there, and now that I'm back, I have to like get into that mindset, but I'm still busy, so it's like I have to. I don't know. It's weird, but besides that, just photography's going good. Everything's going good. That's really it, man. My week isn't like the most exciting week. I had to go to a funeral. It was 2.5 hours away. Anybody
that's
that
very
lives in
exciting.
What's that?
That sounds very exciting.
Yeah, it was
No.
2.5 hours away. It was lovely.
Glad to
Interesting.
hear. Glad to hear the service was good.
Yeah, but that's it for my week.
All right. Deavaughn, why don't you go next?
Okay. Well, I haven't been on a podcast in like a couple weeks. Very unfortunate. So
Now
I've
you're
done
here.
a couple. Yeah.
How the
I'm
handcuffs
here.
feel, by the way?
Huh?
How the handcuffs feel, by the way?
Hankus what?
How do the handcuffs feel? I handcuffed
Oh, the
to
hand.
your chair so you could be a podcast here. How do they feel?
What the fuck?
Are they too tight?
Bro. No, they're good. They're fine.
Okay,
Everything's
let's tighten
fine.
them up a little more. Let's do that.
Bet. I like it better. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So my weeks have been me just sitting in my home doing nothing because New York is scary. If you live in New York City, I'm sorry.
New York City, the only place in the world that has almost a century-old disease still riddled around.
In
Yeah, that's fun.
polio.
Polio.
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
Smallpox,
polio came back.
smallpox.
Yeah, smallpox and polio.
What
Yep.
the fuck, bro? This is not 1902.
Yep.
It's fun living here because like every show, like majority of the shows and movies are here in New York City, so that's all I knew.
Well,
But
like
New York is fun.
like how California is slowly becoming a homeless shelter, I guess New York City is going to be a quarantine site.
Slowly.
yeah,
Bro, it's been a homeless shelter for some time.
we got they said a nuclear thing like a training program. It's a case of New York, not New York threat, a nuclear threat. We had a training program for that a couple weeks ago. Like, case a bomb happens, don't worry.
I heard that it was actually a nuclear thing happened off the coast or some shit, but like they won't reveal information.
Well,
I'm not sure what the
that's weird.
official no. So I think that's referring to the North Korean missile strike that tried to go over Japan, but that was about it.
Turns out our missiles defenses
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who knew?
See that?
Well-
See that? Taxpayers bitching? That's what we're stopping.
I'm kind of mad at myself. I just come started talking shit about New York City because that's all I feel.
Hey, you live there, you have the right.
I don't want to make this a political stream, so I won't. Fuck that. God, I want to go in on that.
I can get political,
We're
but
spending too
I will
much on
not.
the defense budget. We should lower it. Literally, I fucking do.
I'm just gonna do a little fun fact, a little fun thing that my mayor did. My mayor said the city of Kansas has no culture
The city
What?
of Kansas.
for no reason. Nobody prompted him
Here's a question.
out of nowhere.
Question. Yeah, I was saying, like, which city in Kansas?
Like Kansas
Kansas City.
City.
Kansas
They got
City,
plenty of
Kansas.
culture.
Gotcha.
I'm not banned, but I'm gonna assume.
It was out of fucking nowhere. I'm like, okay, Mr. Mayor.
Wait,
I'm
who's
guessing
your
he's
mayor
not a big
again?
Chiefs fan then.
Eric Adams.
Oh, what happened to that motherfucker?
He quit.
Oh,
quit.
bro, I have not been in the loop. Oh my god. How long ago was
What happened to the other fucker?
How long ago was this though?
Like last November.
Yeah, it was
Oh my
fairly
God.
recent.
Well, I'm glad, I guess. I don't know.
Nobody likes him.
Approval ratings are in the toilet. Like
Yeah.
like another so-called governor a little bit down in Florida, I'm sure.
Don't worry about him. I let us stop getting political. This is a fun place for anime and TV shows and stuff.
And world
So,
news.
And
and world news.
Mhm.
I watch too much news. Like I
And
watch
yet you
news.
aspire to be a politician, Deavaughn.
Kinda. It's kind of hard to want to be a politician because I'm gonna get shot for the things I want to say.
You get shot anyway for who you are.
No, they don't
I know,
believe-
but
hey,
more likely.
They don't believe in guns. You're fine.
Oh, okay, I can go. I go to any other state. People get shot in New York all the time. What are you talking about?
I was
You'll be
making a
fine. You'll
joke
be fine.
against
Just go to
liberals,
Chicago.
but-
You'll live there.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no.
Yeah, liberals.
Chirac.
Silly liberals.
Chirac.
No, not liberals being no, that makes me no. All right, before I get fucking canceled on this fucking thing, that's not what I was saying. I'm just gonna be quiet. Just finish up
Okay.
the fucking week.
It's okay, Paul. It's okay.
Bet.
All right, let's move
So,
on. Deavaughn, you done?
No,
Okay.
bro.
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to interrupt you. That's why I'm asking. Yeah.
I like that.
Fine, I'll just immediately jump in. Like, here.
Amani is clearly the thing that keeps us together when we're doing this shit.
No shit.
'Cause-
Okay. ADHD moment. It'd be like that. So, shows I've been watching. Adventure Time. If you, Paul, you say you haven't watched Adventure Time, but I watched that whole show the last month. It is amazing. It's really good for you. You're an adult.
Now,
Still
for the
laugh.
people who haven't seen Adventure Time, can you describe what it is?
Adventure Time is about a boy and his dog having a crazy adventure in the land of Ooh. And it's a show from Cartoon Network. If you've never heard of it, if you've never heard of Adventure Time, that's wild.
You have to
But
remember,
it's
some of our audience is from around the world. Adventure Time's not even available, man.
Oh yeah, it's a bit wacky adventures. Pretty fun. I enjoyed it. It's the princess. It's characters. It's the show is great because it's character development. They develop characters so well in that show. It's amazing, and I recommend everybody to watch it. It's a
Good.
child show, but it's still good.
The dog talks.
And the dog talks. It's about a dog. I said a cat. Human and his dog. The dog that talks and stretch around.
Yeah. Now, the show about the human and the cat, that's coming out later.
Yes, that is very good.
What?
Yeah, they're doing a spin-off of Fiona and Cake, so.
Yay!
Mhm.
I didn't even know that.
More Adventure Time!
More Adventure Time. Yay! More Adventure Time. Damn. Yeah. And the specials that they have on HBO Max that came out in 2020 are really. You ever watched those on Pele?
Yeah, I watched the entirety of Adventure Time when it first came out on cable.
Those things are really sad and emotional. Each one of them. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, when I get to the sad parts, it's the weird ones and some of like the trippy art ones I really enjoy the most. They're poignant and definitely good character development at times. A bit rushed in other parts, but yeah, but that's it's good. It's still really good.
Yes. 9 out of 10. What I gotta say? What's it called? Fuck Lumpy Space Princess. That's the only thing I want to say about that show.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Paul, when you watch it again, just know she's a bitch and she deserves all that comes in.
Okay. I take your word for it, man.
Another thing I watched was a full thing with Barry. I didn't think that show was gonna be good.
You fucking finished?
I finished it. Yeah, of course I watched shows.
I hate you, man. I wish you had fucking said you were watching it when you. Cause man, I was into that shit. Well, can I borrow your login so I can watch it real quick?
We can watch it again.
Oh wait, no, I got
Remember?
no Pele. I don't have.
Yeah,
your
you have
HBO.
mine, man.
I don't have your HBO Max. I have.
Yes, I gave it to you.
No, you gave me the Disney Plus.
And I
How
also
about you
gave
give
you
it?
HBO Max.
Give him HBO Max right now on the
Send
fucking
it
podcast.
again.
No,
Okay,
just
I'll
say
send it again.
say
Bro,
say
fuck,
say it
after
out
the-
loud.
After the podcast, I'm watching Hocus Pocus too.
Okay.
Username,
watch that
username, password, done. There you go.
Wow. Look, because of the podcast, Paul has HBO Max.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had that otherwise, bro. I just want to thank the people for supporting the cast. God, we need a money here.
No, we don't.
Nah, we'll be fine. We got it.
Nah, we'll be fine.
All right, let's pull it together. We're not unprofessional, guys. We're just having fun with this episode. 'cause-
Nah, we're unprofessional as shit.
No. I think if we anything, we're all doing this a little bit on purpose because Amani's not here. The reality, ladies and gentlemen, is Amani has a cold. Now, the problem that we have with this is he could have made an announcement, that he has a cold and not talk too much. But he opted to let us run this joint. So, we're doing it our way. Hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What's it called?
Sorry.
I've been doing a lot of the same thing over and over, playing the same games, not any new games.
I didn't mean to talk over you, bro. I'm so sorry.
More Monster Hunter.
There's just more Monster Hunter, more Fortnite, more. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently. It's sad. One guy mentioned like, "You haven't played Minecraft in a minute." Like, you know what? You're right. I haven't played Minecraft in a minute. I've been playing it for days now.
Are you building a castle, or are you just surviving?
No, I'm just building my equipment up and getting money, or getting diamonds. And I tend to build like after I'm done getting all the equipment.
Yeah.
I'm at that moment now.
Okay.
It's like that. It's like a retirement house for me, and that's an adventure. I just quit the game if I'm making a house, and that makes me sad.
Retire in Minecraft forever.
Yeah, no more Minecraft until I
You don't even try to go into like the end and actually beat the game.
No, that's too much work. You know what the fuck? Acting like I'm gonna do this shit. I've done that 1,000 times. Beat that. That's actually so much more you got to do in this game now. It's ridiculous. But it's Minecraft.
Excuse me.
I really haven't been playing anything new. Because the game I spent all my extra money on fucking Saints Row is very sad.
Yeah,
Damn.
and that still hasn't been fixed quite yet.
Damn. Oh.
So Saints Row is not that good?
It's glitching. It's very glitching. And my copy and my save, a mission, like some of the missions are just completely off the map. I can't even access them. So I can't even 100% the game. So I'm like, damn, I can't even. And these missions are to get the like the special like sprays in the game to get the special cool things. So I can't even do that. I'm very sad about that.
It sucks.
It very much sucks indeed. Pay $60 for that game.
Yeah.
It's fun, and it's such a game that it seems like it could have been made like in 2012 or 2013. Like I watch reviews and everybody's keep on saying that, and when I went to replay it again, I'm like, yeah, this game has nothing like crazy about like futuristic or like wild or like not even crazy graphically or anything, nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's just a game. It's just a Saints Row game. It's Saints Row Run. They said it's a reboot, but damn, they rebooted the fuck out of it.
Yep.
Damn.
Very sad.
That doesn't sound like a good review.
I know. I'm saying my honest opinion about it. It's not Pog.
It's actually
Not
it was
Pog.
worse because I have to speak. We have to tell this story for Amani's side since he's not here. Is that when Amani also bought it around launch day to play with Deavaughn, and they couldn't get the fucking co-op feature to even work.
Oh yeah, that was another thing.
That's
Me and Amani
phenomenal.
bought it at the same time. We both bought it on PC. Like, oh, we're gonna have fun on PC. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
We connected for like at least at total. We tried for like 2 hours. We were together for like a good like 4 or 3 minutes.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
kept on like lagging out. Like one of us lag out or
Didn't they
another.
delay the game like 6 fucking months?
They did.
It'd be like that.
And do you
Yeah.
think that the delay would have improved it? Wasn't enough apparently.
Oh no, I'm even sad. Like, what did they do in those months? They didn't
sucks,
fix it
man.
up. But Omega Strikers is still fun. This is a game that's like table hockey. That you it's like apparently it's like League of Legends, but I never played League of Legends. You get powers like League of Legends, and you can like throw the ball or the hockey puck to the other end. This is this tabletop over top game. It's pretty fun. If you have a good squad and a good team,
Reminds me of
you're
good old Windjammers.
pretty fun. It's a free game, so it's pretty lit.
Mhm.
I really haven't done playing any more games. It's a lot because I play my same games over.
Well, you
gotta
played
get
the
out there.
beta, the Modern Warfare 2 beta.
Oh yeah, that was fun. People are still gay.
What do you mean by that, Deavaughn?
They sit in corners and just sit in corners. I hate it because you gotta check every corner, and the one corner you don't check, they kill you.
But isn't that like a Call of Duty staple, having campers everywhere in a map?
It doesn't mean I like it. Everybody's, I love Call of Duty. I love sitting in a room and doing nothing. I can't, when I play a game, I can't just sit there. That's why I hate Siege. Fucking A. I gotta be running out because if I just stand there, I'm gonna get bored and it's like, oh, this is stupid.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So I
it's
like
not
the
your,
run and
cup
gun.
of tea. Like, we get it.
Mhm. But I can deal because sometimes people be running around too, so it's okay. But it's that one guy hiding in a bush, throwing knives at people. Fuck him. If you're that guy, fuck you. Eat all the dicks and see me on Mortal Kombat.
See him on Rocket League.
Yeah, see me on Rocket League. I'll let you score on me. Oh God. Other than that, I've been chilling. Loving life.
You.
Do what?
No, I puffed my nose really loud. It was like gross.
Bet. Well, other than that, me living my ADHD life and enjoying it. Pele, what have you been up to?
What I've been up to, I have been just jerking off so much over the week. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be that vulgar today. But no, my week
You
has
already
been.
said it.
Yeah, I already said it. That's fine. You know what? Let's keep going with it. I'm kidding. No. Okay, so but in all seriousness, my week has been pretty much uneventful. I've been working my ass off, paying bills, bought a few things for myself that's been wanting for a little while now. That's good. Bought a new brand new controller. Doesn't fucking work. Wirelessly anyway. It works wired, but I already got a wired controller. I'm trying to get it to work wirelessly and it doesn't work. Like, great. I'll have to call customer support about that one later.
You should return it. I second that.
I should return it, and I'll speak with my customer service about that later on because this is kind of bullshit. But besides that,
It's kinda.
Huh?
It's kinda bullshit.
It's kind of bullshit. Oh, I guess my biggest news I was surprised about this week. I randomly reconnected with an old friend I haven't spoke to in years, playing through Monster Hunter, and like,
What?
Yeah, it's like, so to make a long story short, and I'm gonna not say names to protect identities. He was a friend that had a falling out with my other group of friends, and he just pretty much disappeared and ghosted everybody for a while now. And suddenly he just he saw I was playing Monster Hunter, like, hey, you want to play? Like, sure, man, I haven't spoken to you in years, but sure. It was cool. Yeah, just a surprise who's coming out of it. So so far so good. Let's see, what else happened this week? I spoke in the last podcast. I saw The Woman King. Oh yeah, my dad bought a new car for my stepsister, and it was a pretty sweet deal from what I saw. 2005 Mini Cooper for $9,000.
Jesus.
Only 30,000 miles on it.
Lucky her.
Yeah. Weird thing to drive. Very weird thing to drive because the button layout is not typical in most cars. Like, for instance, you know how the button to control your windows is usually on the left-hand side of the window on the door frame, right? On the driver's side?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the center console.
Oh.
What?
That's gonna get confusing.
Yeah, and there's no clock. The main speedometer, where you show where how fast you're going, is in the main console as well. There is no auto temperature gauge. You have to manually keep an eye on the temperature if it goes too hot for your car.
What type of car is this?
It's a 2005 Mini Cooper. It's a...
Why do I make this in 2005? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Very
it's very British.
I thought a Mini Cooper was German.
Not British. You're thinking of BM or...
oh, my bad. Well, still, I mean, that's an odd design for a car, but...
It's
very odd.
It's indeed very, very odd, for sure. But beyond that, that's how it's been for a little while now. For it, been playing some of the same games with Deavaughn and a few others. Been playing my modded Fallout game for a little while as well. Bought a lot of things on sale. Played Tokaiden. Oh, and a mutual friend of ours bought me Risk of Rain 2, and I was like, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, the game is pretty fun. Don't know how I feel about playing it solo often, but it's fun to play with friends every now and again.
I gotta play that with you. I really love the screen.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, besides that, no, my week has been uneventful. Just working the hell out, working my life essentially death. But hopefully next weekend I'll be able to relax a little bit more. For it,
Amani, how about you?
Hmm?
Oh, it's Amani's turn.
Amani's turn. Amani, what about you? Amani?
Oh, we had to cut that part out. So Amani has some crazy shit. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the news. Amani bugging.
Yeah. He's going nuts. But let's start with I totally agree with the news. Deavaughn, you want to start with your first picks?
Agree. Did you say you agree with the news?
Yes, I agree with the sentiment of going to the news. Pick your fucking first pick.
I'll just go through it.
Okay. We can start with the game then. Fist, Forge, and Shadow Torch. Retail launch trailer for PlayStation consoles coming out later later this month actually.
Suppose I should watch the thing.
You didn't, bruh.
What?
We talked about this.
I never listen. Ask Amani. I never watch this shit. I watch it as we go through, as it comes up.
So,
what is it? Drummer?
Fist.
Yeah, Fist. Yeah.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
It's a rabbit with a massive
I
mechanical
was wondering about this
arm.
one.
Yeah. So this is a action. It's an action side-scrolling beat 'em up game. For it, it looks pretty well done, and it's also available on PC. Coming out, there was a release date.
I thought it sounded familiar.
Actually, no, I think it's out already. Fist is. I think it's already out. It's already out on PC. It's coming out on PlayStation soon, I believe. Yeah, it's $30 on PC right now, but it looks incredibly well done, and the action looks really fun from what I saw. Great action mechanics, very good action adventure, side-scrolling beat 'em up style stuff. It just looks fun. I can't wait to try it. Yeah, but that one was there. The next one. Any opinions on Medieval Dynasty?
No.
That's pretty cool.
Let me watch the thing.
I'll tell you right now. This is a cinematic trailer, so I'm not gonna enjoy your shit of what the gameplay is.
I don't care.
It's a role playing kind of a MMO-ish type of game where you have to live and survive in a medieval setting, almost like full on role playing aspect of it. Yeah, it's
actually no. I've seen gameplay or pictures. Gameplay
something.
I've seen something of the game and it looks alright, but
yeah.
like I just can't stand when they do cinematics like that. Like it doesn't show me anything anymore. It doesn't make me excited. Maybe when I was like 7 years old, I was like, oh my god, this game looks great. But now it's like, man, come on. I know this is not representative. Yeah. It's maybe the feel of the game, but
when something is cinematic, I still prefer like full on gameplay over anything else. But if a cinematic is used for like an announcement, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Because it's like the game's not even close to being finished yet and just announcing it's coming out. So I'm okay with that aspect. It's not my cup of tea, but definitely it's a neat role-playing aspect, especially if you want to go on full-on old school, like realistic medieval setting, because you're literally just living on a farm going through medieval combat, bows and arrows, knives and shields, all that such. No fantasy element involved. It's all realistic. Similar out of Kingdom Come Deliverance of sorts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hope the game is good. We got nothing.
No. But next on the docket, we have Emancipation, a new Will Smith-led.
That's crazy.
Yeah, movie
by
released on
Antoine
April 12th.
Fuqua.
Yeah, Anton Fuqua.
Fuqua.
My bad. Fuqua. Yeah. Released on Apple TV Plus, and it's a movie about slavery. And what the exact story is, I cannot exactly tell you. It doesn't really tell me too much on the trailer itself, outside of
slavery.
Slavery, slaves trying to escape slavery, and all that such.
Down in the Bayou. It actually looks really cool. Like they have like the color palette is almost black and white, so they've desaturated the shit out of it, but it's like it works. And I don't know. It's got an interesting palette that like look at first, you're like, I don't know, but
that's what I'm curious about. If we're gonna when they release the film on Apple TV Plus, are they gonna show that like how it's presented in the trailer, or is it mainly like where they do like present day color, but when they do flashback scenes, which seems to be the case in this, they're doing like that super desaturated black and white look to it.
Yeah, it could be. I have to wait and see, but I hope they kind of stick with it. I think that'd be a really cool artistic choice too.
Hopefully the film's not entirely like that though. Like I think that'd be just a bit eye straining if like a majority of the story is told through the flashback elements.
See, I want to see that, bro. I'm that guy.
Oh no, I'm talking like it goes from like the original present, and you don't go back to color until the very end, and it's all done like that. So like, I'm not sure if I'm okay with that, at least for my eyes, but we'll see it when it comes out.
I got you.
All right. Next on the list, Second Stone: Legend of the Hidden World. It is a classic action adventure platformer type of style game where you jump from platform to platform, collecting weapon, collecting items, collectibles, and all that such in a colorful, vibrant world with some character action elements of fighting from both magic user, combo systems, and all that such. Reminds me a lot of the good old Jack and Daxter style with a little bit more emphasis on a combat system.
Yeah, it's got a very looks like a big skill tree or
Mm-hmm.
whatever that was.
It's intriguing for sure,
Yeah.
especially how it's done through a kind of a pendant simulation. And it has even have Souls-like elements when fighting bosses because of a whole health bar to take down some of the characters involved.
I'll be honest,
I fucks with it.
it looks all right.
Yeah,
Eh,
it's
I'm not gonna
intriguing.
play it.
I'm not too super into it quite as of yet, but hey, if a gameplay feels fine and when it comes out, I'll keep an eye out for sure. But that's what I'm currently seeing that for.
Watch this be
sure.
game of the year. Like,
Watch out for game of the year. I mean, hey, you know, indie games every now and again do take the world by storm.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Who knows? It could be great. It could be great. And moving on, though, another medieval fantasy-esque type of game, Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. This one is another medieval fantasy style game set in a grimmer uh, world of essentially based on the name The Fall of Avalon, King Arthur's legend, with evil creatures, cave dwellers, orcs. A lot of talking, So it's a bit story driven. Currently in pre-alpha. How it plays is very, very reminiscent to Skyrim because with the books, item collecting, weapon attacking, even the management system is very similar to that of Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls franchise. So I'm taking inspiration from that. I'm just curious at how the writing and the story direction, especially the atmosphere, goes for it. Because hey, if it's a kind of like a dark Arthurian legend story, I could potentially be interested in it.
Yeah, I think it looks. I think it looks all right. Like, obviously, it's pre-alpha. You can't really.
It's
make
a little
any
rough on the
judgments.
edges, but yeah.
Yeah, I think if anybody's played like the Risen games or any like that, I don't want to say bootleg RPGs, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They're like
it's,
lower budget but still good.
Yeah,
Just-
first like single A or double A type of style games.
Yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it looks like that. But I mean, they have their place. They're good. You know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the existence of these. It's really just like keep an eye out for yourself and see how you feel for it, and decide for yourself if you like to pick it up. That's all. That's all we'll say. For our intrigue, I like to see more of it since I know it's still pre-alpha going into it. So I'm not too excited about it as of yet. But we'll keep an eye on it as it progresses through. It isn't any title, so it's still being worked on individually.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Next, we got Fort Solis, a spacefaring, narrative-heavy driven game. I do mean by narrative-heavy driven because it's pretty much character story driven, similar to that of like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human, where literally you control characters by their choices, investigate, and just drive the story through character choices, like that, like a David Cage style game. Which I'm not sure. Deavaughn, have you played Detroit Become Human?
Yes. Very fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
Would you be interested in something like this, more sci-fi,
Hell
space
yes.
exploring, space exploration?
Hell yes.
Good.
I would love this.
I'm intrigued by it because it's the direction of where they're going for that type of style game, but with no David Cage writing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Detroit Become Human, and I even like David Cage, but I also think sometimes he really does like. I don't know, man. He's a little too confident in what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh no, I agree because my biggest grievances with Detroit Become Human, and this is a kind of an aspect that David Cage does in a lot of his games. He introduces elements or story details that do not play into anything else later down the road. Like, why did you bring this up in the begin with then?
yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. He does an alright job. Like, I like the. I'll be honest. I tried Heavy Rain. I couldn't get into it. I never did the Beyond Two Souls. I've never really done any of his games except for Detroit Become Human because I was on a cyberpunk kick and I really liked that game.
Yeah, Detroit Become Human is it's good. It's fine and like really well developed for it. It's just like the story element just feels like it's missing parts of it that makes it a full circle, especially near the end where all this situation happens to the main characters you control, and it just kind of goes nowhere a few places. Like, why did you put so much effort into this and make this a mystery, but you never give any answers? And it's not like we're getting a sequel to this either.
Hmm. I mean, I guess I could see the stylistic choice where it's like, you got to kind of make up your own answers,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing, which I'm fine with. Sometimes it's a bold choice. I don't like it, but I'll stand by it at times. But
I think
yeah, no.
it's. Well, I'm not sure if I can fully say this, but I know David Cage really likes to make his games more cinematic driven, so like more movie esque than actual game esque. But we have to put the element of driving the story because you give that freedom of controlling the story. It ends up becoming a bit of a mess because some choices you make will conflict with the story. So you have to make it either seamless or make it abrupt in certain branches.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Fort Solis is. In terms of actual story, I have not really fully understood it because it was a development piece on a vlog on it, and looks like it's
Hmm.
currently going the same way for the story, driven a spacefaring man through his adventures and story-driven aspects of surviving or experiencing the new world that he. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. We lost. We had some communication errors here. So what we were talking about was with the Dead Space gameplay trailer they announced recently around October 4th. With this trailer, they showed off some brand new gameplay features. Well, not features, but simply remakes features from the original Dead Space 1. For fans of the series, this is indeed a full-on remake of Dead Space 1, not made by Visceral Studios. They're no longer around. None of the original people are working on this game. It is currently being made by EA Motive, who previously worked on both Star Wars Squadron and parts of Star Wars Battlefront 2, also published by EA. So, while I'm skeptical with EA being still behind the name of the franchise, I'm looking at the gameplay and it looks pretty good.
It looks fire.
It looks really cool. Graphics look scary.
It
Looks
looks
really
better than Saints
clean.
Row.
Mm-hmm. The intro is great. Isaac Clarke actually talks in this one, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
They're doing it big.
They even made some improvements they introduced from Dead Space 2, where instead of the full-on point at a spot and then just simply jump through zero gravity like they did in the original Dead Space 1, this one is a full-on 3D zero gravity spacefaring aspect. Like, this looks really cool. A lot of improvements. The Ishimura looks like it's back to way imagine when I was younger when I first played Dead Space 1. But yeah, I'm quite excited for this for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully by then I'll get a new graphics card.
Nah, too spooky
in
for
order
me.
to
I was
get
going to say,
get to play.
well, we mentioned earlier before the weird thing was we're in this point where our graphics cards are starting to get outdated, and we're in this weird frontier where it's like, say, in NVIDIA, you've got games requiring the 2070 series, but how long until they require the 3070 series? So do we buy the 3070s? Do we buy the 40 series and wait? Or what? Because like a lot of it is dependent on ray tracing, but a lot of it too is dependent on the fact that games nowadays are kind of just using a 1070 but then building off the framework of that. So it's like, what do you buy? There you go.
Buy what you can.
Yeah, buy what you can in this case. I wouldn't recommend you buy the newest 40 series at all for several reasons. But if you want to be ahead of the
Why
curve,
not?
this way you can get the.
Oh,
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Okay, for three reasons. One, the price. 4080 to 4090 at the current moment is like $900 to $1,500 for an upgrade. That's not really that significant. Thinking about it.
What about the
Two,
4070 series?
the 4070 is not even been announced yet, and
Oh.
even then, like based on the details of 4080 already, and if they do a 4070 series, the drop off, especially with the increase of price, again, not really worth it if that ends up being the case. Again, it's speculation because nothing's official if they do announce the 4070 series right now, but it ends up being still like an exceedingly high price for very little change up from the 3080 and onwards. No, I'm good.
So basically, just get a 3070, you'll be good to go.
3070 or 3080, depending on what your price point is best fitted for. The second reason why I wouldn't say get the NVIDIA 40 series at the moment is that the spacing required for it is much heavier than most people's PC casings will be able. If you have anything like a mid tower, if it's not a full size computer case, this graphics card will not fit. It is thicker than a PS5.
That's
What?
that's dumb.
Yeah,
Wait, I didn't even know that. It has what the fuck?
it's thicker than a PS5. Yeah, if you look up the specs, dimension specs details, it's wider than a PS5.
I feel like that was like a test run or some shit. There's no way it's gonna come out and be that big.
It's out now, and it is that big. The testing shows for it are extremely dense. Like this is not going to fit in most people casings, so having this function on the majority of people is not going to work out unless you decide to just get a whole new case out of it. But again, why would you? Because there's no reason to get a whole new case just for a graphics card that's not even that big of an improvement.
Bro.
And the third thing, and this is the biggest lynch in my eyes, besides the price, you need a requirement of 1200 watts power supply in order to run this thing. And with the adapters that come with it, if you make a slight bend too much of it, because easily they break, the risk of it overheating or catching on fire is higher than ever before.
You definitely should get this.
Don't waste your money for $1,500.
I don't mean to be that guy, but man, there's no way it takes that much. That just sounds fucking stupid. I'm gonna look into this because that doesn't sound accurate.
The power requirements?
Yeah, like there's no way that it takes 1200. If a current gen graphics card takes like 300 or something, like there's no way it's 1200. That's just asinine. That's like Nvidia Titan level. I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but that sounds a little bit ridiculous.
Yep,
Maybe.
some RTX 4090 graphics card recommends a 1200 watt power supply.
That's a 1200 watt power supply, though. That's not. It doesn't take 1200 watts to run.
No, but that's the recommendation, and if it's anything below,
It's also
for
a
it, it
4090.
actually might.
That's
Yeah.
a little heavy, but fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Suggested power supply is 850. Yeah, this thing runs at 450 watts. So I mean, that's still a lot for. Oh my god, bro.
Yep.
1600, but it's a monster. There you go. Instead
Is
of
it?
buying a new
Really?
camera, I'm gonna save up and buy this fucking thing.
$1,500 for a new graphics
Smart.
card. Well, hey, so people who actually can afford it, go right ahead. Use your money. I just don't think it's recommended for the majority of people who are financially conscious, because that is still $1,500 on a graphics card that may not even work for you or end up breaking based on how your setup is.
Yeah. Hey, do y'all want to go in 49,000 with me on a Fuji 9 lens?
Sure. I'll give you my firstborn child for it.
That's not what I asked.
You can sell it. That's fine.
True. Nah, but on a real quick thing, anybody that's like into cameras listening to this thing, anybody that gives a shit about what I do, yeah, I've already picked out my next lens. I'm switching from Sony to Fuji. Fuji's it, man. That's god, that's perfect for what I like. There you go.
Okay. No more
Yep.
Sony.
Although
More
I'm gonna have
Sony,
Sony on backup. I love Sony stuff, but the Fuji, it's crop sensor. It's $2,000 for this camera, and it has a 40.2 megapixel sensor, so I can do a lot of cropping, a lot of extra stuff. And I like Fuji's colors; they have a lot of different things. And for shooting short films, this does 8K downsampled to 4K, or 8K oversampling 4K recording as in 30 frames, so I can like make a super detailed. You know what I'm saying? It's a very good camera. And it's image stabilization in cameras. Fuck! I cannot wait to have this camera in my hands.
You ordered it, right?
No.
You have it already?
No, I do not.
Damn.
But like Fuji's lenses as well, like as opposed to like modern day lenses where everybody goes for like that perfect sharp look. Like Sony's big on that. Like all their flagship stuff is that. Fuji's that like their most expensive ones, they will be like a perfect sharp image, but there's little characteristics to them that like is oftentimes indicative of vintage lenses, and so it's like it's right up my alley. I'm just excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Get that talk on.
Well, next on the docket, what we see here is Roller Champions, a new battle pass, or it's a roller pass, really, what they describe, has come out officially for Roller Champions called Dragon's Way, a 80s kung fu themed battle pass where you can end up looking like ancient martial arts warriors, a bright neon street kung fu artist with roller skates, and even a replication of Sun Wukong in roller skates.
I mean, game's fun, but not enough people plays it with me.
Yeah, sorry about that, Deavaughn, but I can join you on PC soon enough. I just gotta get through this freaking Uplay sign-in issue because Uplay fucking sucks.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Uplay sucks. Wait, what
Yep.
is Uplay?
Uplay is the Ubisoft requirement for any of their Ubisoft branded games, which Roller Champions is made by Ubisoft.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so if you're playing a Ubisoft game, you need to go through Uplay to register and log in to play any other games on your PC, which is bullshit in my eyes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I do mean any, because even the single player shit, you have to do this.
That's gay.
Pisses me off. But hey, hopefully once I get that fixed, I'll be able to join you in Roller Champions. It's free completely on Epic, so it's free to play. So anyone who's interested, if you don't mind going through the headache of Uplay, go right ahead.
Hmm.
You never had to deal with Uplay, Paul? That's crazy.
No, I know what Uplay is. I don't know why I asked that question.
Yep. Oh, and speaking of shitty launchers, this one's not on the docket, but I'll bring it up in the news here. Not Epic, EA has announced finally their EA Play launcher is fully out of beta, fully removing Origin completely off of people's computers and no longer needed for a lot of their games.
Oh, thank
Except
God.
for one caveat. So, anyone who here is still playing Battlefield 3, which still runs on Origin, you can no longer use because Origin is now dead.
So they're gonna have to move it over, or it's just not gonna be there.
It's depending if EA is willing to really still willing to continue with Battlefield 3 server issues and porting over an entire game to a different launcher. But at the moment, if you have Origin and trying to play Battlefield 3, you're shit out of luck.
Gotcha.
On PC anyway, yeah.
It's kind of dumb.
Hell, I don't even know the console servers are still going actually.
Well.
Yeah.
Strange.
Yep, that's shit news. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's EA. At this point, I just try to take everything with a grain of salt. But next on the docket here is Violent Night, a very heavy, violent-filled Christmas movie coming out later this year with David Harbour playing actual Santa Claus and a gangster played by John Leguizamo. And Santa Claus has to defend the family against criminals, John Wick style.
Yeah. It looks like a
really
smooth
looks-
action movie.
I really fuck with this movie.
Made by the same producers as Nobody and Bullet Train, so it looks really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot wait to see it, how this goes out with David Harbour as Santa Claus. Like, never expected that, but hell yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like a lot of movies nowadays, it seemed like for like the early 2000s, there was maybe I'm wrong in saying this, but it seemed like for a while their movies were getting kind of safe. They were all kind of doing the same fucking thing, you know, or even like people were taking risks, but it was only specific like directors. Nowadays, like it's a dime a dozen. Everybody's trying new things, and it's like I'm all for it. Like Bullet Train, fucking this, you know. There's just all sorts of things right now. It's a very we're in an artistic mecca right now, you know.
I still haven't seen Bullet Train. Is it good?
Yes, Bullet Train's awesome.
Bullet Train, Deavaughn, is one of the leanest movies you'll ever watch because everything ties into everything. There's no loose ends.
Okay, bet.
God, I don't know how that movie got only like 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. Those, fuck them.
Yeah, no, I enjoy this movie a lot more than other ones. I enjoyed this movie more than Thor. So
Thor was such a fucking letdown, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had having time to sit on it. It should have been 30 minutes longer, maybe if max, right? But there should have been so much more. It just wasn't. It was a leanly chopped movie. It wasn't that good. The CGI suffered. It just it wasn't good. Like Taika Waititi finally hit a movie where he didn't do very good.
Mm-hmm. So with this one, according to the production notes, at least for Thor Ragnarok, just saying out of the blue here, apparently he ended up filming up towards the 6 hours of film, but a lot of it was improv stuff they just he wanted to do, and not a lot of it fit in the film, so they had to do a lot of editing to make it semi-coherent for this film.
So basically, sometimes it's okay to have producers check your directors.
Mm-hmm.
See that? See? Now, I'm all for creative freedom.
You need to rein some people in. You just need to rein some people in.
Don't get me wrong. I think a director should have 100% of their choices all the time, except when it's it's to the detriment of the series, and that's what the producer's there for. You got to sometimes have a smart producer that's able. Whatever.
The best example.
Whatever.
The best example. Yeah, the best example. Star Wars Episode 1, the original Episode 4, 1977. If George Lucas had it the way he originally intended, it would have been way fucking different and way longer too.
Yeah. What was the story on that?
So the original one was a lot more, say, wacky because he had Luke Skywalker instead of Skywalker was Luke Starkiller, still living with his aunt and uncle. For Han Solo was a 10-foot sloth character, bounty hunter, and a few other details. They took the original script design and turned it into a comic book. Haven't read it in a while now, but it was weirder. It felt too complicated, so they had to tone it down for the film, obviously.
Gotcha. See that?
But even still, that's a prime example where I think they're still brilliant people, and if they do things well for it, I think the art can be done. But there's still some people who are, I think, still a bit too much of their own ego sometimes. So it just you need someone to bring them back when they go too far.
Yeah. Here.
Here.
But that's my opinion on it. But
The more
next,
you know.
Agree.
Yep. Yeah. But the next on the docket here we have Oni, Thunder God's Tale, which I believe is an animated sort of origin story for the legend of the Oni in Japanese folklore. Little horn child there, and it looks like a kappa, a very cute looking kappa.
Sorry, just the way you said that, little horn child there.
Horn child. Horny child.
Horn child, yeah.
Horny goat.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It did look like a cute series.
I fuck with cute movies.
Yeah, it's really adorable. I'm pretty sure it's good for like a cutesy film. Hopefully the writing is pretty decent. Great for looks like little kids. Granted though, it's a cutified version of fairly horrific Japanese folklore legend, but yeah, it looks cute.
Hey, it's a story.
It is a story because if this was based off the actual real legend, that kappa would be drowning that kid right now.
Hey, sometimes you drown children.
I feel that.
Yeah.
What?
But next on the docket we have Run, Sweetheart Run. Looks like a stalker horror film of a woman who goes out to date with a random stranger through a dating app. This woman encounters a man who looks very charming until they invite him in his house. He does something weird to the camera, and then he's hunting her for a game that entire night.
Yeah.
And apparently there's something supernatural about him because he can't be stopped physically for a lot of the parts, so she end up learning from other people who encountered him in the past and try to literally fight her way out of it because, to be fair, the trailer kind of shows off a lot of the story because she ends up in like karate garb at the very end. Of the
Yeah,
trailer.
I know, right? I was like,
yeah, it's like again, I hate it when trailers do shit like this because I already kind of know where this is gonna lead up to.
Yeah, that's why I hope one day to be director, obviously, and I hope to God I get the right studio or whatever, or I get to actually do the trailer myself, because if I don't get a say and they spoil my movie, like that's such a sucker punch to the director, you know. Sometimes you can't help it, but other times it's like, man, keep it vague. Do what you can. I know you got to pull in audiences, but try.
Mm-hmm. I think you need a good trailer editor because again, I don't think that's the director who ends up making some of the parts of trailers. They film the shots that become part of the trailer, but it's someone else entirely, I believe, who have to chop it down to make it entertaining something enough.
There's studios dedicated to making trailers, so you kind of just hand it off. But it's unfortunately that's where you get a lot of problems, especially you remember Batman v Superman, how the entire movie was essentially thrown out to audiences via 5 trailers. If you do,
yep,
yeah. Heart attack.
Heart attack. Attack. What's next? What's next?
So the next on the list is Shotgun Wedding. Looks like a comedy action romance film where two about to be newlywed couple are getting their wedding on a tropical island where a bunch of hostile terrorists come in
Assassins, yeah.
and take wedding hostage, and the couple and a few other people have to comedically try to survive against this group of terrorists.
Easy.
Yep, has Jennifer Lopez and Josh Dunham. And to be fair, this is a little bit the
Josh
second
Dunham,
wedding.
Dunham.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that Eminem song sucks.
This will be the second wedding movie I've seen with Jennifer Lopez in, because I remember watching
That was the worst.
Monster-in-Law years and years back.
Was it good?
It was funny at the time. I was a little kid watching it. And it was I think it was with Goldie Hawn. No, not Goldie Hawn. Someone else with it. But it was entertaining. It was again funny with Wanda Sykes, because there was a nut poison scene in it where they kind of blame each other for poisoning the bride, played by Jennifer Lopez. Like, I am not going to jail for you. So, like that part was funny. But this one looks it's on Amazon Prime. It's on from coming out to Prime Video net through Amazon. It looks kind of fun. Not gonna lie, very reminiscent of things I've seen beforehand. So it looks like a good campy, comedic, romance comedy film with some action elements involved with it.
Yeah.
With potentially some neat violence, because one of the scenes they show in the trailer is literally taking a hairspray and lighting some terrorists' heads on fire with it.
I love that term. Neat, violent. Neat violence.
I don't think it's gonna be like super graphic, obviously, but you know, it's to be comedic, neat comedic stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of down with it. I'll keep an eye on it for sure if I want to see that with friends and family in the future, if anything catches my eye. But now for a really big movie announcement for a lot of the world, a lot of the internet has been pretty much salivating over what's going to be like. The Super Mario Bros. Movie has finally been released. Has a teaser trailer released.
It's a Mario.
I think it looks like it's going to be a fun kids movie, but man, Chris Pratt, I don't know if he was miscast or not, but it just didn't sound right to me. And then Jack Black, I'll be honest, it was like great, but then it also kind of fell off at the end. But I don't know. I'm not trying to judge it harshly at all. I just
yeah.
Obviously, it's a trailer,
and it's a trailer, and plus with celebrity voice actors into a popular franchise, because that's always been an inevitable fact. Even though the actual voice himself of Mario is in the fucking film, just not playing his own characters for some reason.
Man, that's.
Because he's the voice of Mario, Luigi, and
You
Bowser.
got star power. You got to pull people in, but
I guess, but you know, I would like an attempt for it, because even like you have star power against the name, but even people like Benedict Cumberbatch actually attempts to change his voice for the character, even if it's not great. At least he tries.
yeah.
Have you seen the Grinch Ball?
Oh, the Grinch, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. He changed his accent and changed, because I couldn't tell that was Benedict Cumberbatch originally.
Oh wait, you mean the Blue Sky Grinch? No, I have not seen.
Yeah. That one, not a good film, but at least he attempts to try to play the Grinch in a different way. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's what I mean for this one, and it's Chris Pratt playing Mario. He sounds like Chris Pratt. Doesn't even say it's a me. What did he say, Deavaughn?
Here we go.
Kingdom. Here we go.
Not Let's It Go. It's a Here We Go. Yeah, like
Here we go.
on.
Was it Here We Go or was it Let's It Go?
He says Here We Go in the trailer. It's supposed to be Let's It Go.
I could have sworn I heard him say,
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Yeah, here we come. Like,
yeah,
come on.
it sounds bad. Yeah, there it is.
Well, the animation looks fucking phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks good on that scale front alone.
Everything
So I'm
looks
happy
true
about
to
that.
like what the game has, like artistic wise.
Yeah. The only complaint I have is that he does not have the dump truck he's known for.
I was about to. You really brought that up. Where's ass at?
Where is ass at? Yeah.
Where is Mario's ass? Question mark.
Oh, also I wanted to bring up, because we're with the Detective Pikachu movie existing, this and Sonic the Hedgehog, we're that much closer to getting a Super Smash Bros. Movie.
Oh my god.
What do you think the story would be?
Oh god, I can't even imagine.
Bros
Plus the
Them
licensing.
No, I'm sorry.
Not to mention the licensing rights to that alone would be a nightmare.
Oh my god,
Oh.
actually, yeah. That would be like trying to do Ready Player One, but this would have to be animated, and you don't know if it's going to work.
Nope, absolutely
Ooh,
not.
God,
Well, with
that's
Nintendo
good.
stuff, it's easy because Nintendo owns all the Nintendo franchises. You have Metroid, F Zero, Mario, technically
Honestly,
Fire
I think they
Emblem.
could do a Smash Bros. Movie with just all the Nintendo properties. You know?
Easily, yeah, because the first one is almost all Nintendo properties, including Pokemon, because Nintendo technically owns Pokemon.
Damn.
Yeah,
Fucking.
so yeah, that's
Here
it's.
we go.
Here we go. Here's hoping it's good. We'll
Here's
wait
a
and
whole
see.
thing. Sorry.
Yeah,
That
it
was
looks
not
great.
good.
So I'll definitely say that the movie looks great. Here's hoping it's good. Wondering how Seth Rogen is gonna sound like Donkey Kong in this one too. Because when we saw the cast, it was like we were more anticipated on how they're gonna make their character sound.
Wait, why is
Donkey
Donkey Kong in the Mario movie?
I don't know.
Well, technically, the first villain Mario ever encounters was the Donkey Kong.
Oh fuck! Don't. They're gonna do that. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
if you talk about video game history, Donkey Kong is the original first villain because that's how it was. Originally, it was supposed to be a King Kong thing, but Nintendo couldn't get the rights to King Kong, so they made it Donkey Kong instead.
You gotta do.
Yep. Next on the list, we have Velma. So, the nerdy orange sweater wearing character from good old Scooby
There's a
Doo
lesbian.
has gotten her own show with a voice.
Derailed Pele. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I didn't know what you were saying. Like,
Don't worry.
okay. But orange sweater wearing nerd character from the Scooby Doo crew has gotten her own show, Mystery Investigating on her own, voiced by Mindy Kaling. In this one,
Ew.
she's still nerdy. She's still still geeky and everything like that. Looks to be more violent than expected
Wait a minute.
at all too. Like it's really gory for a Scooby Doo related property. Not gonna lie.
Wait, they changed. Something looks odd about Velma.
Yeah, they made her the same skin color as the voice actress.
I wasn't saying that.
What are you implying, Paul?
Nothing. No, I just like I see what they did to match the voice actress, but like maybe I'm gonna be insensitive with this, but fucking it doesn't matter. If you like a fictional character, you like a fictional character. Changing the race doesn't make it. Fuck, whatever. I'm not getting into this on the fucking. Whatever. Hallelujah, Mindy Kaling. Ha, inclusion, Velma. There we go.
It's an inspired choice. I'm just hoping that the writing is good because I don't really care the skin character much as long as they still make it entertaining as a show because Velma has kind of flip flop a bit in terms of personality from the original incarnation to later on because she was pretty much like the goofy, slightly goofy, know-it-all type of character originally to almost snarky type down the road. Especially liked her from the live-action films because she was
I
both
love that
intelligent
live
and
action.
also hot. So
Yeah.
You can't
What?
say that.
I
I
love
can't
to
say she was
that.
pretty.
Unrealistic.
I
I
mean,
don't know
she
what
was
I'm fucking
hot.
saying there, man.
Yes. But anyway, the next one we have is a documentary, Peacock original of Barney. I Love You,
Oh
You
my
Hate Me,
God.
which I'm guessing is a documentary about the production of the original show, as well as the reception it got as it went through the years. Because when we were growing up as kids, I'm not sure if you did, but I watched a lot of Barney as a child.
I
But
did,
as
yeah.
we went older, it got the reputation of simply singing. It said, "I love you, you love me." It said, "I love you, you hate me." Let's all get together and kill Barney because it became a running joke to insult Barney for some reason.
Yeah. I think like something about it is like both terrifying but intriguing for a kid's
I love
show.
Barney.
And it, I don't know.
It's more of the cultural phenomenon for along with it because the reception of why it went from beloved to hated as people grew older is intriguing because Barney did nothing to deserve the hate. I would say.
Yeah. True.
All right, but next on the list is a teaser once more for Cyberpunk 2077: Phantom Liberty, the first announced DLC coming for Cyberpunk 2077, continuing on the story with Johnny Silverhand, supposedly after the events of the main game, if depending if you guys finished it or not.
Yeah. I haven't finished it yet, but the trailer just doesn't. I know it's a teaser.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show anything.
No. We don't know any story elements, but you can expect because it's the DLC for Cyberpunk is going to be more Cyberpunk. So.
Well, yeah, but I don't know, man. It was an underwhelming trailer.
It is, but I have faith it's going to be intriguing because CD Projekt Red's reputation for DLC story is surprisingly impressive.
Oh yeah. I'm actually excited that they have another Cyberpunk game planned. They have more Witcher shit planned, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna make up for our mistakes now. It's like that's dope.
By putting too much on their plate and fucking up again.
Not necessarily.
Hopefully this
they have
not necessarily
We'll
this
see.
time because right now this is in the planning stages because
Yeah, we'll
this
see.
one because they said with the recent ramp up of both the Cyberpunk anime as well as the ramp up of player base recently, it actually inspired a lot of people at CD Projekt Red to come back and try this again. So they're inspired to continue on making what they do. And I heard in the past, like way before, that Cyberpunk is not going to be strictly an FPS style game moving forward. They're going to change it up bit by bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Expired to do their job.
Which I'm actually okay with because I think Cyberpunk can easily fit into any mold if you do it well.
Yeah. My hope is that they've learned from it. Because let's be honest, like they fixed it up nice now. I think the game is like in a really good place. What you call them? But you know, if they get that right, they get it all right with all these games. I mean, CD Projekt Red is just gonna be doing their thing. They'll be back.
Because the biggest issue with the release of Cyberpunk was mostly a production issue, and that was mainly because because the executives were trying to push for a release on both the old generation and new generation consoles all at once, which wasn't going to possibly work, especially if they have a hard release date.
Yeah.
Moving forward, especially with the massive fallout that came along with it, they'll at least the executives hopefully fucking learn their lesson.
Sure.
No.
But with that being announced there, yes, and me and Deavaughn are really excited about this one. Officially, season 2 of Legend of Vox Machina has been announced. As the
I'm
first
very
lip
excited.
clip trailer we're coming out later next year. It'll be dope season 2. Woo! And fun fact, it also announced season 3, so I'm already excited even more.
They announced season 3 too?
Yes!
Oh shit. I didn't even, bruh.
Hey, more Vox Machina. I'm okay with it because there's a long ass story in this here.
Hell yeah.
What's happening with Invincible? What's happening? They
That one I
forgot?
cannot tell
They're
you. man.
working on it.
They
We're good.
Yeah.
They forgot.
They're working on it, I'm sure, because Invisible is great. More than anything else, because animation I think takes longer to develop because you need a whole team in order to frame everything versus live action with the boys.
Takes a whole team to frame everything live action too.
I know, but it's like animation you have to do literally everything by hand. With that being said, with the Legend of Vox Machina, I can't wait to see the crew returning back now. Next on the list, we have Need for Speed Unbound. Official reveal trailer featuring A$AP Rocky, of all people.
I think that art style, the Spider-Verse art style, is just so good.
Oh, it's definitely catching on a lot of interest for sure. The game looks impressive, looks fun, very colorful. My only grievance is that I can easily see with that amount of customizations, both character as well as the car, that this is going to be microtransaction heavy as shit.
Yeah, I mean it. Yeah. I'm trying to not sound pretentious. A friend of ours in the group pointed out that I am pretentious when I talk, and I see it, but also so are you. But anyways,
I mean, I know I am, but I give a
no, I'm not saying
I give a
you.
shit.
I'm joking with the person who said it. He'll know when he hears it.
This came from somebody who was asked for no reason out of nowhere.
No reason
He
at
called
all.
me pretentious when Amani was joking with me. Amani knows I'm making like I'm talking pretentious about a movie. It's a thing. It's a joke. But then this dude comes in and is like, I expect pretentious things when Paul talks. It's like, bro, you're sarcastic about everything. It's the same fucking. We're the same people, bro. You're just a 6'5", 6'7", 6'9" fucking behemoth, and I'm normal size. You elephant fuck. No, I'm just joking. Look, I love it. Listen, all right. I'm just joking. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
No, it's fine.
I
It's
hope
okay
he
to get out
hears
there.
this and it's like this becomes.
He's gonna laugh his ass off. It's fine.
It is what it
Like
is.
if
But anyways,
we
moving
start
on,
a
we
thing
got-
where we're calling each other elephant fucks, and I don't know what mine would be, but probably a word we can't use on the live stream. Starts with an M and ends with H.
I don't know if you can say elephant fuck to me without making it racially insensitive.
What?
I don't know if you can. That's why I'm not
I-
sure.
You know what? You elephant fuck.
Yo!
There we go. There you go. There you go,
I don't
Deavaughn.
understand.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Cancel me.
I don't understand what.
I don't know, buddy.
What does it
I'm
mean?
canceled. We're canceled. You're canceled with me, Paul.
Wait, is it because there's elephants in Thailand?
Let's not question it. Let's just...
Yeah, that as well as like a spiritually related animals. That's why. I guess you could also apply to if you do the same thing with a Indian person. So I'm not sure if that counts, but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It could go that way. But anyway, moving on, we have Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches. This is a looks to be an AMC Plus released TV show with Alexandra Daddario, pretty attractive. Releasing later this next year, January 5th, 2023. Anne Rice, for people who don't know, is famous mostly for writing Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is her other supernatural-based focus of a intuitive young neurosurgeon, Dr. Rowan Fielding, who discovers that she is the unlikely heir to a family of witches. As she grapples with newfound power, she must contend with a sinister presence that haunted her family for generations. Yeah,
I think that sounds pretty good.
I like the author, so hopefully it's good writing. Alexander Daddario has, I've seen in the past, actually can perform fairly well, so hopefully it carries the show. It's on AMC Plus, so hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully don't run into the fucking ground like Walking Dead, though.
Yeah.
AMC Plus.
AMC Plus, yes.
The fuck is that? Does he have to pay for that?
Yes, you do.
Oh my god.
Another streaming service, Deavaughn. Welcome to the future.
What do you mean? Do you have to pay for it? It has plus in the name.
Bro, I was hoping it wasn't. Because there's no way. What else do you get on AMC?
Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Preacher.
Bro, Preacher.
That's all.
I think is on
yeah.
Hulu. No, that's right. They took it all on.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what else. AMC has
I haven't
quite a few
finished
shows,
Preacher,
but
man, but Preacher was good. I wish it went longer. Why did they cancel it?
Don't know. Oh no, I don't think they canceled it. It was only one for 3 seasons, right?
4.
4. Maybe they'd say ended that way, but they have Dark Winds, even Interview with a Vampire. Actually, they show. So Anne Rice has worked all of it. Let's see. Yeah, that's Better Call Saul's. Oh, they made an animated Better Call Saul show.
What?
Yeah, it's called Slippin' Jimmy. I did not know that.
Huh. Slippin' Jimmy. Isn't that like his past?
Before Saul Goodman, a criminal lawyer, was Jimmy McGill, a lawyer anyone can trust.
Slippin' Jimmy.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, AMC Plus for a lot of classic shows. I don't know. I guess I'll just air it out here. I'm a little sick of the many streaming services now
That's
have their own like classified TV shows, and having the attempt to afford all of that is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Unless you're rich, go fucking right ahead.
Well,
but the majority of us are not.
Truth be told, you could literally just get what you need, pay for it for like 2 months, then cancel it.
Oh no,
there's a lot more flexibility with all the streaming services.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think especially on the side of for simply watching a show that you catch your interest, you can probably just end up watching it yourself. You don't want to do the monthly free if it isn't enough, but having the justification of paying for a streaming service you have the majority of no interest in, I can't. For instance, my brother got me Stars recently. I do not know anything original on Stars I have interest in watching.
Watch Spartacus.
No, I have seen that already, though.
Oh, well. Watch Black Sails. There you go.
I've seen that on Netflix.
Oh, well. Watch, I don't know.
See my point?
Bro, fun story. I bought Black Sails. It was on sale on Vudu for like $15 or whatever one day, and I was like, yo, yeah, if you want to watch this, oh man. I bought it. I watched the trailer, and I was like, I just realized I don't really like pirates anymore. Like, it just hasn't clicked in like years. There's even like,
you know what? Actually, Paul. I think you got me there because I think that's the best way to do it. Instead of simply buying a streaming service or TV shows, I can watch. I can just simply wait for it to come on like a physical DVD set and then just watch it then if I choose to, if it's a good enough price.
Yeah, bro. I had even in like the newest, like the book I'm reading to Malazan, there's like this pirate section, and it's
Mhm.
really good. It's still Malazan, but it's like fuck, like my brain will just shut off because it's pirates. I'm like, oh great, it's rough.
Pirates are legit.
Yeah. But next on the docket, and this one I've actually found out of the blue. Scars Above, a sci-fi survival horror game on an alien planet with a unique crafting and atmosphere mechanic. Because it feels a little bit like Returnal in terms of atmosphere, with a lot more exploration. You're a scientist who crash lands on the planet. You find a weapon. You survive through this hostile world with different creatures and all that such. It looks really cool. Very cinematic aspect for it in a lot of elements. It's very more narrative driven than I would have thought. Definitely explorative and quiet. But yeah, I'm intrigued. It looks really well done for what it is. Not gonna lie though.
This
What do
is
you guys think?
which one was
Hmm?
it? Mayfair
It's
Woods?
Scars
interesting.
Above.
Oh no,
Scars
Mayfair.
Above. Yeah.
This is
Alright.
one of the ones I didn't watch yet.
Which
55
ones have you
fucking
watched?
minutes. Let me fast forward real quick.
Yeah, no,
No,
just skim through. There's a lot of stuff there.
no, just watch the full thing right now, Paul. We need your full reaction.
Yeah. That's like the first Attack of the Minisode I did. I reacted live, and first thing Amani said to me was, "We didn't ask for this." Like, it's like, all right.
But we deserve it.
Reactive live.
This
Let's
looks
do it live. It's
looks fun.
fun. Yeah, it looks intriguing. I'll keep an eye on it because I like the atmosphere and for how it operates. It's just I'm not sure how extensive it is because I can feel like this game could be extremely long. Um,
What gives you the impression it's gonna be extremely long?
just the vastness of it all.
It's like this hour
Does
long
it show
trailer.
a map, or does it like
Nope.
how do you know it's
Roger did-
fast?
It just feels vast.
Gotcha.
It gives off that impression that it's like a lot. Since a mix of a walking sim with a lot of open areas, and I feel like it's going to be a long exploration game for it. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong in this regard, but it looks intriguing and compelling for the exploration aspect for it.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I like how the world design is because one of the things I'm always intrigued with because I love Lovecraft shit, and it looks really fun. Not gonna lie.
I agree. I think it looks lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It does look lovely. It's like. Sounds nice.
Well, with that being said, with the scars above, because with that, well, the next thing I want to bring up is that a report apparently with some internal employees at Facebook, they don't even like using its own metaverse and has begged their own employees to start using it to promote it for functionality reasons.
That's actually
So,
sad.
yeah. So with Mark Zuckerberg trying to push the metaverse onto the a public setting,
Yeah.
his own employees can't even be bothered to use it.
Well, I mean, were they like being forced to use it in the office, and they just got tired of doing everything in virtual
More
space?
like heavy encouraging, because like there's not even their own employees are using it, so they have no like backing or real support for it on the technical side. It's like we can't really test this out if there's not enough people in it, and that refers to their own employees who don't even use the metaverse. Like,
Yeah.
I get the reasoning for it. The forceful push of it, especially without any natural inclination, especially for VR headsets that a majority of people, one, have no interest in, two, can't afford, or three, physically can't handle, makes it in not a very realistic aspect. It more than likely will fall by the wayside, but I do see this as a potential future down the road. Just
They're
not,
rushing in.
just,
They're rushing.
they're
into
rushing
it.
it,
Yeah.
and they shouldn't rush it. They really shouldn't force it.
Yeah. You know what I would have liked to have seen is did y'all ever see Google Glass back in the day?
Oh yeah,
That would have been
Yeah.
so cool.
Yep.
yeah.
We're trying.
But hey,
Um,
if anyone who's still interested in the metaverse, feel free to go ahead. They're begging for people.
Maybe why not?
Maybe why not?
Get
Yeah.
in there. There's one guy. Hey, bud. Just get off.
Yeah, and it's Mark Zuckerberg.
That's enough.
Welcome to
I'm
the
done with
metaverse.
talking.
Just leave. I'm good, Mark. Thank you.
Now, for keep an eye on in the indie section here for it, we have the first one on the Twitter feed of Photogeist. Photogeist is a retro-style monster photography game. So think of it like capturing Pokemon with a Pokeball, but instead you're using a photo camera to capture ghosts in a creepy woods. It looks really cutesy.
Wow, it
Yeah.
is cutesy. Pokemon.
Whoa.
It's like a mix of regular Pokemon and Pokemon Snap. So like,
I want to see the ghost. Oh, there you go. That is creepy.
Where's this at on the docket? Oh, it's
right
right
under
near
the,
the
there.
very
My
end.
bad.
Yeah.
Once that microphone isn't fucking working, it's right by that.
Gotcha. Photo
Yeah, it's very
dice.
reminiscent to that, and you capture photos of ghosts. So you need to avoid getting
Yo, I love it.
hit
I
for
love
it.
these graphics.
Yeah.
That character's
Very
a
Pokemon
fat
S.
ass, bro.
Yeah.
Good
Very
to know.
very Pokemon S, especially with different types of ghosts you can encounter
Oh no.
in the woods and the wild. Like this looks
This is
really
like
kind of fun. Very cute.
Pokemon beats. Did you already say that?
Fatal frame.
Thank
Fatal
you.
frame.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Nothing you say
Yeah.
matters. No, I'm just...
Apparently not, according to Paul.
The worst thing is.
Even though I'm leading this fucking podcast today, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're literally Pele. That's why.
Yeah. But anyway, with that one in with Photogeist, I'm intrigued. Any words you want to say about it, Deavaughn?
That's cute. When does it come out? Is it saying anything about? I don't see anything about. Release.
No, this is an indie title currently still
Oh,
being
damn.
developed by a solo developer. It looks like there'll only be the one guy, but he's keeping. He's on Twitter, Photogeist underscore dev at Photogeist underscore dev.
I'll
Currently
follow.
being worked on for it. No estimated time of release date, but it's, to be fair, it's an indie developer. It's
I
not
fucks
gonna.
with the idea.
Yeah. Huh?
I like the idea of capturing stuff and getting.
Oh yeah, no, it's cutesy. It's fun. I think this will get a lot of people's attention, especially for the Pokemon fans, or like a cute version of Fatal Frame if you don't like full-on horror.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it looks cool. And the next one we have here is Selaco, a first-person shooter taking inspiration from Fear and Doom. From what I see here, they have a Patreon page working on a solo retro FPS on a Doom engine using Fear's mechanic systems.
It looks
see here.
great.
Yep. It does look good. I can definitely see the Doom elements with the kind of a stuttery animation frames. Fear elements, I do see that. Ooh, I love the rocket kick.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Mm.
That was dope.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that game looks like at first I was like, this looks kind of cheesy, and then I clicked play and on the video, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm in for this.
Okay, I'm sold.
I like
I'm very.
that kind of game,
yeah.
you know.
It was originally made off of running on GZ Doom. That's how it's able to do the destructive functionality. So GZ Doom is an incredibly powerful, impressive mod that works on the original Doom engine and makes it more volatile, if that makes sense. You can make it more moddable in any format, as well as make it more violent than ever before. So that's why it looks as smooth as it does, despite it running on a Doom engine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it looks really cool. I'm down for another run and gunner. I've seen quite a few run and gun games coming out, coming soon here, and not gonna lie, I'm intrigued. I like a good atmosphere style. I like a good fast paced element for it. I like my slow ones. I also like my fast ones. That's how I see it.
Gotcha.
These guys are funny. I'm gonna follow them.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's for the docket, guys. Was there anything else you like to speak to the people before we head off?
I would like to make a disclaimer. We may say some crazy shit, but you gotta understand. And I feel like this is necessary for every time we do a podcast, especially if I'm on the podcast. We all know each other in real life, right? Like, we have a specific type of humor. When we're making a lot of these jokes, we're mostly just joking with each other. We don't actually mean half the shit. So if anybody watches this and is like, oh, it's offensive, we don't mean it that way. So, if anything is, I guess, say something, but at the same time, just remember, it is what it is, man. We're just chilling. We're having a good time. We're just having fun on the podcast.
I forgot to mention one show, The Imperfects.
Why didn't you cut me off? Just cut me off next time. I say this every fucking podcast. I'm tired of saying it. I'm done.
It's fine, Paul. It's not that big of
I
a
am
deal.
done
But you were
explaining
saying.
myself.
Next time I'll cut you off. For my bad. So, The Imperfects. It's a good show on Netflix. It's about a mutation on random people that a group of scientists is trying to figure out. And the show is about there's a group of kids who ran out of medicine, and now their powers are acting wacky. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cool. I fucked with the show because I love Powers, and it's a Canadian teen show, so it's cool.
That
Cool.
sounds dope.
Sounds dope, man.
I don't want to go too much into it. There's a lot more into it, but it's fun. But that is the premise about it.
Yeah, sounds dope, man. Oh, I was wondering, like, if the what you mentioned about the Imperfects, like, is that related to the Imperfects from Marvel? Like, was a video game way back?
No, I thought nope. This is chilling. This is his own thing, Canadian made.
Yeah, I mean, probably not related, but hey, that's cool to hear, man. Well, keep an eye out for the Imperfects that's on Netflix here. Anything else you guys want to speak of?
Just have a good time, everybody. Always remember to be
Yeah.
laughing no matter what, you know?
I have one really important question.
Oh,
What the
God.
dog doing?
There you go. We'll end it on this. Yeah, so I actually have Tourette's, like a very mild form. That's why, like, if anybody hears me say, like, I don't know, little things here and there. And so, unfortunately, that means some things will pop up and get in my mind, and it'll stay, and I'll repeat it. I don't realize I'm doing it. It's one of them things. And so, Deavaughn saying, what the dog doing is going to be stuck in my head for the next week. I'm just going to be sitting there going, what the dog doing? What the dog doing? So, the story's not as entertaining this time around. Yeah. God,
What's the dog doing?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's this episode. God.
Pretty joyful, huh?
Very joyful. I'll go ahead and cut off your arms to release you, Deavaughn. But everyone else, have a good night. Thank you for watching Paper Play Action, and we love you.
Bye
Bye
don't forget.
bye.
Wait. We forgot to say like
what's
all
to say?
we have to say make sure you follow us on social media at Paper Play Action, Paper Play _ Action.
Oh yes, that too.
Yes.
For sure.
Make sure
For sure.
and follow us on not follow us. Hit us up on Patreon, so we can pay our bills and shit because we need money. Because we need money for money. We didn't pay our money enough.
Definitely for his medical bills now. We need him for his medical bills.
Yeah, we need to pay Monty Brown. If you made it this far, it's crazy.
Amazing, isn't it? But yeah, just donate all your money to us just to make sure Amani gets his legs back. Don't worry, I have him right here. We just gotta sew him back on.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, you
Thanks
have a
for having
wonderful
us.
night, all right?
If you guys enjoyed, we'll see y'all next time.